Alright, today is February 16th, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Let's take a quick look at the markets and what we are taking a look at. So let's start out with momentum. Let's jump over to our momentum indicators and take a quick look. Now, one thing to note, I've actually adjusted the moving averages on this to catch earlier entries. This is not for me to actually enter, but this is more to know when a signal is starting to fire prior to when it actually fires, and then I jump over to TradingView, which is my actual indicator to see if we should be entering a position based on momentum. So I'm going to actually pull up both of these real quick, and we're going to take a look and see what's actually triggered right now as a buy and what is not. So I am in on the S&P. I actually jumped into ES, which I believe had triggered for me, but now I'm not actually seeing it trigger, which is interesting. We're looking at the NASDAQ, S&P, I've got a trigger there, but when I actually look at the chart on TradingView, I think we had a false positive. We didn't actually get an entry on that. And then if we go to the NASDAQ, there's nothing. If we look at the Russell, it's flagged as a buy, but we are not in a buy just yet. It's close. Gold is getting a bit of a sell-off, but that's still in, but we're not in it. Silver we exited, which was actually the right strategy. It's still technically in as a buy for momentum, but we had a pretty big reversal candle here. And we actually get out around $34, so I'm actually happy we're out of that. And then copper is the only other one, which is actually flagged as a buy as well. So we technically need to be in on copper. And then if I check out cotton as well, see if I can get cotton pulled up. Cotton's not doing a whole lot of anything. And then Bitcoin and Ethereum I don't think are anything either. No. Yes, we're a flag buy right now on copper. I'm going to clean this up. I'm just going to give you guys the exact way that I go through this right now. So copper is a buy. The S&P actually is not a buy yet. My indicator gave a false positive. We did enter the position, so we may look to get out of that. We're technically not supposed to be in that trade yet, even though it is doing pretty well so far. I'm going to probably look to exit that position. So let's actually pull this up somewhere. And then we'll save the grid. Yeah, we're going to look to get out of this. I don't like that we're in this right now. Market's open, it's up a little bit. We're going to just exit take a graceful exit here at 61.37 and just dump that, because if I'm looking just to confirm here, S&P, I'm looking at momentum. There's no momentum buy yet. It's not there. Russell's out. The Dow's out. Nothing on the NASDAQ, so we're technically out. So let's get out of that position. And we're out, and we want to be out on hogs too. Since hogs, so let's talk about the commitment of traders now. Commitment of trader data that we have, so let's pull over TradingView and look down here. We're looking for speculators and commercials to be offsides. We have a setup for the Russell, but I actually use a smaller time frame on the Russell, and it is set up as a buy. So Russell's a buy. I'm going to make a note on a sticky note here. Russell's a buy from commitment of traders because the commercials are crowded. Okay. And then we've got the only other thing I use a different look back is silver, which is neutral, and I believe it's platinum, neutral. And then the Aussie dollar is still in. We're in on that position anyways. So Aussie dollar's in. Everything else we can use the standard look back that we've optimized for. Palladium is nothing. Platinum we already did. Silver nothing. Gold nothing. Copper we talked about as a buy from momentum. The dollar is looking like it's close to a setup, short but not there yet. US dollar, I'm going to make a note, short, close. This is close to a buy. 6Z, the Rand, close to a buy. Aussie we're in, pound we're in, still not neutral. Swiss is nothing, euro. So again, we're looking for offsides commercials versus speculators here. Here we've got speculators at 28, so that's not really that close to get in on the euro. This is a good example. The yen, I'm going to call that a setup as a short. Looks good. New Zealand dollar's close, but not enough to write it down. Here's the interesting one here too with cattle, or sorry, the hogs. We want to be out. Of hogs because this is actually looking closer to a buy. Everything's just kind of like neutral there, so we want to get out of hogs. I don't think there's much on the grains either. Nothing's really there yet. That's wrong side for speculators. That's close to neutral. That's nothing. Not that close. Energy's not there. We're in on a little crude trade, but more of a swing. Not from COT, commitment of traders. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So let's jump back over real quick. We have a note. S&P is out. We have a momentum buy for copper is still in place. We're in on this trade. We'll make it green. We're in on lean hogs. Need to exit that trade. This is no longer set up, but under B setups, the dollar is close to being set up to go short, but it's not there yet. We talked about the Russell as a buy. This is no longer fully set up. Close, but it's close. The Rand. And then the yen is a close setup. Actually, the yen we're going to say is set up. We're going to move the Rand down there. And that's what we're looking at for the week. We're in the pound, we're in the dollar, or the Aussie dollar. We're in on hogs, but we're getting out. Copper's a momentum buy that we kind of missed, and gold was too, that we still have missed. Which was really unfortunate because this thing ripped. But it is what it is. We need to pull up copper. Momentum. Yeah, we want to get in on copper. But we need to get in somewhere down there. I need to get in below 4.6 here for this to make sense. We missed the signal. I was actually traveling, which is okay. I've got a good amount of positions that are on right now anyways. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. I'm going to pull up a couple more. Actually have copper there, so let's pull up the yen here. Let's keep that there. Let's pull up the yen. Let's flip this to being our COT setup. We want to go short this. That looks like a tradable zone at some point here. Interesting. So the yen. We're going to watch the yen. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at, guys. We're in on, and this isn't set up anymore. And neither is silver. We want to get out of hogs. We want to get in copper long. We want to get in gold long on a pullback. Crude's kind of a swing trade. We're in on the Aussie dollar. We're in on the British pound. We want to get in on a short on the yen. And that's it for now. And one of the things I didn't talk about that has been going on, we're in on an Alibaba trade that we nailed the bottom. So we actually got in around here on options, and we're up here now. Really, really good. Nice move. I'm still holding it. I might take another third off the table. I did take 1/3 off of profit. The China trade has been playing out really well. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and pull open the earnings whisper. And we're going to take a quick look at what's on the docket for this week and write these down. So what am I seeing that jumps out? Baidu, Tuesday AM. I'm going to pull it on another tab, but you guys can trust me here. Stocks to watch or Baidu, Tuesday AM. Medtronic is interesting, Tuesday AM. What else? Solar Edge is interesting on Wednesday AM. Carvana, Wednesday PM. Alibaba right there, Thursday PM. That might be a good liquidity event to get out if it pops. Wayfair. Sorry, this is AM. What else? Rivian. Thursday after the close. That's pretty much all I see. And I'll also check the calendar here and see if there's, yeah, Baidu. Devon Energy Tuesday. It's probably at close. QM is coming up in expiration. That is our oil trade, which is kind of frustrating because we just entered that. Etsy is Wednesday as well, and Microsoft's got a dividend. So Etsy on Wednesday. PM. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. I'm going to make a note to exit that crude trade. We exited the ES as well, and I've told you what we're in. I'm going to put this together in a weekly report at some point this week and get it out in the Discord. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys.